office in Utah, and I'm excited that you tuned in today. For all those people that are tuning in from around the world, as I know we have people from all over the world coming to check out what RAIN is about, thanks for taking a few minutes while we do a quick overview. Really quick, a little bit about me. I'm one of the owners and the founder of RAIN that we're going to be talking about today, and I want to talk to you on why we're so excited about what's going on. Why, as a distributor, I was a distributor for this company. Why would I go out and find millions of dollars and purchase this thing? You know, and it all comes down to really what it's able to do in people's lives and the platform and the freedom that it can allow people. See, that's what I've always been about. When people ask me what I'm about freedom. And everybody has different circumstances and everybody's after different things. But we all need a platform. We need something bigger than ourselves to be able to go do more than we would be able to do on our own. And when I saw RAIN, I knew that this was a platform that not only could change my life, but could change the world, literally the world, with what we're doing. And I know that's a big thing to say, but by the time we're done today, hopefully you understand why we're saying that and why we're seeing what we're seeing and why we're growing so fast, why people are excited and seeing what seeds can do in not just someone's life as far as, you know, health and wellness, but what they can do as a platform and how it can help them create that freedom in their lives. So let's get into this real quick. I'm going to pull up some slides so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. And I'm just going to start to, like I said, address this. So RAIN is a world leader in seed nutrition. Well, what does that even mean? When I say seed nutrition, a lot of people might think, is that fertilizer? What is that? Well, what this is we are utilizing seeds to feed the cells of people's body and go into the DNA. We have found that seed nutrition is 20 to 30 times more nutrients gram for gram than any other part of a fruit or vegetable. Now, why is that important? Well, because when you're dealing with anything out there, when you're dealing with a problem, when you're dealing with a need, what you've got to do is you've got to find something that you can help solve. And right now, what RAIN is looking to do is we're helping solve some big, and there's three huge categories right here. One has to do with health, and we're looking for a new way to get people the health that they need. Another is to give back. How many people would like to do more if they had more? They want to give, make a difference in their communities, their churches, their families, if they had the resources and the time to do it. Well, we found a new way to do that. And how about earning? Because I believe that the world is changing and people aren't wanting to have to go to a place, sit in a cubicle every day. They want to do life. They want to live life and they want to do business wherever they are. And because of technology and because of the world today, there are things that are possible that just weren't possible a few decades ago. And so we've got a new way of doing all of this. And that's what we're focused on here at RAIN. So what is the thing that we're trying to help fix? Because if you want to go make a big change, you got to go help fix a big problem. Now, here's a big problem in the world. Even though we have more information and we're more educated than we've ever been as far as health and wellness is concerned, we have more people that are dealing with sickness and illness. And I mean, you think of a chronic illness, there are more people dealing with that today than ever before. And why is that? It's because nutrition is dying. It's because what used to be in our foods and the nutrients that used to be there aren't there. I mean, there are studies that are done in the U.S. that they've done on oranges where it looks like an orange, it smells like an orange, it tastes like an orange, zero vitamin C. Nutrition's dying. We're starving ourselves. Even though we might be full, we're malnourished. And if you think about it today, do we have more stress in our lives than maybe decades past? I know that our lives are more toxic. Our environments are more toxic. Our water's not cleaner. Our air's not cleaner. We have more chemicals all around us constantly. So even if we ate out of the garden like our grandparents did years ago, okay, we need even more dense nutrients than that because of the environment that we're in. As we have to be cleansing our bodies and we have to be putting the nutrients into the cells and into our DNA on a consistent basis so that we can thrive. It's not rocket science, guys. We really are what we eat and what we put in our bodies. And so as we look at what this is all about and what RAIN is all about and what we're doing here, that's why seeds are the answer. Because if you're going to go let's say you're going to drink water. Would you rather go to the source where it's coming out of the spring at the top of a mountain, or would you rather drink the water out of the bottom of the lake? Where's it going to be more pure and clean? Obviously, where it comes out, right at the source. And that's the same thing we're doing with nutrition. We're going right to the source of nutrition and right where, it's coming from. So that's why we're using seeds. Okay. That's why we have this as our solution. Seeds is really, as I talked about, 20 to 30 times more dense nutrients, gram for gram, than any other part of a fruit or vegetable. So as we look at that, and we look at this solution being seeds and seed nutrition, we also need to look at, those things that have gone before us, those category creating concepts and companies that are out there. Okay. And as you see the category creating concepts, you look at herbs, pills, juices, oils. These aren't products. They're categories. Now, why is this important? Well, if we're going to spend our time doing something, it can't be a fly-by-night, one-hit wonder type of a product. It needs to be bigger than a product. It can't be a diet fad that's here for a couple months and then gone. Then we just wasted our time and energy on something that we don't get back, because that's the one resource we don't get back. That's our time. So if we're going to put time and energy towards something, it needs to matter. It needs to make a difference. It needs to add value to other people's lives and ours. And so you look at some of these categories that have come before us, and you can see everything from herbs, billions in cells, pills, juices, oils. The reason I love seeds is it encompasses every category that's come before. Before it was an herb, what was it? It was a seed. Before it was a juice or an oil, what was it? It was a seed. So when we're dealing with seeds, we basically are encompassing all of the categories that have come before this one. And this is the biggest one there's ever been. So as we're looking at this and we're looking at these different categories that we have in place, we can see here that this is a new category. And not only is it a category, but it does more than that. It is, what some people would call, what I like to call, a disruptor. Now, what is a disruptor? Now, when you have something that's bigger than just a product, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to disrupt everything. What disrupts things is when you take something that already exists and you make it better. So if you look in the past at some of the companies or some of the categories that have done that, and you can see that, if we're looking at Uber, for example, Uber, they didn't invent taxi driving. Airbnb, they didn't invent staying overnight somewhere other than your home. That's already been in existence. What they did is they took something that existed and they made it better. Rain didn't invent nutrition. We didn't invent seeds. But what we're doing is we're putting it away that it's better. And so here's a key component that I want everybody to think of. How did Uber dominate so fast? How did Airbnb have more night stays than Marriott's that have been, in the works and putting their network together for decades? How were they able to do it in a few years? This is the critical key. And this is what we're doing. And that's why you're here today, is because it's not about just, having something that already exists. You have to empower the people. See, Uber empowered people. Airbnb empowered people. Rain, we're taking this concept and we're empowering people. And because of that, we're in over 40 countries in just a few years, because when you empower people, that can be done. And so Rain is a better way to consume nutrition. I mean, how many people do you know today that went to a health food store, went and bought seeds, they came home, they used a cold press process, they pressed the oils out of the seeds, they then ground the rest of the seed husk into a flour so their body could pull the nutrients out of that husk, and they ate it and they consumed it. How many people took the time to do that today? How many people do you know did that? Okay, it's a better way. There's more nutrients. You can't drink enough juice to get the nutrients you can get from seeds. Okay, you can't do it. You can't juice enough green smoothies to get what we can get from our product when we're dealing with seeds. You just can't compete. It's a better way. But people aren't doing it, so we're doing it for them. And we're empowering people to take it to the globe, which is what makes the difference in what we're doing here. So Rain's simple seed solution is this. What can't we do with seeds? We have a detoxifying product, Core. Gives you all of your green nutrients, your chlorophyllin, your aloe vera, your spirulina, your wheatgrass. I mean, all the different things that, like I said, you would have to juice 7 to 8 green smoothies to get what you can get in 1 ounce, in 1 gulp. Now, I have 4 children. I'm not going to get them to drink 7 to 8 green smoothies a day, but I can get them to take a gulp and make sure they get those dense nutrients, that their liver is cleansed, that they're, all the things that they need. As far as green core nutrients are in their bodies. They might not be eating their vegetables other ways, but they're getting it through Core. Soul revitalizes the body. This is our flagship product. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this here in a minute. But Soul, this is a product that revitalizes, boosts your immune system, helps with inflammation in the body. Okay, helps with focus, mental clarity. It's an amazing product. We've done hundreds of millions of dollars in sales with just that product. And you want to know why? Because it works. It flat out works, and I love it. Bend, helps support the joints, help repair cartilage. We have glucosamine in this product, but it's not from shellfish. It's from plants and seeds. It's amazing. Go to a health food store and try to find a glucosamine that's plant-based. Okay, you're going to find it in Rain, and we've got it. Form, it's our seed-based protein. It's not just about building muscle. Guys, if you want to repair tissue, you need branched-chain amino acids that you're going to find in proteins. Okay, they haven't been stripped. Most of the proteins you're going to buy at the health food stores have been stripped of branched-chain amino acids. Okay, Form, we've got it in there. And it's all from seeds. And then Reverie, our seed-based skincare, which is unbelievably amazing. But here's the question. Once again, what can't we do with seeds? What can't be done? That's the beauty of this category, is we can go every which direction, any direction we want to go, and we can do it with seeds. So it's not, just about what we're able to do today and what we're going to come out with today. It's about our future. It's about what we're going to be able to do together. It's about, having a legacy company. Okay, and the black cumin seed that we use, which is one of the seeds, this is one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory products that we know. Thousands of studies are done on this. Patents on this seed in and of itself. Every single patent is on something different. They're not even on the same things. And we found that it's a catalyst. It magnifies the effectiveness of what it's mixed with. I mean, you look at Soul. I'm just going to talk about Soul a little bit more, since this has kind of been our flagship product we started with. But healthier skin, it supports immune system, like I talked about, sustained energy and better sleep. Who doesn't want to think better? Okay, it has all these antioxidants to fight different types of free radicals. There's not just one type of free radical, and you need multiple antioxidants to fight the multiple free radicals. And we've got it across the board when it comes to Soul, because when you're talking about seeds, you're not talking about, even though it might sound simple, we're talking about hundreds of chemical components, hundreds of chemical compounds. And that's what we have in this product. And so let me show you kind of some third-party testing that we've been able to do on a product we call Soul Red. Now, we went to Brunswick Labs. Now, Brunswick Labs is one of the most renowned laboratories in the United States. Johnson & Johnson uses them. The FDA uses them for different testing. So they are very credible. And here's what they found. They did some studies. Well, first off, our ORAC score, our antioxidant rating, is through the charts. Okay, is through the charts. You need 7,800. If you were to eat your 8 to 10 servings of fruits and vegetables a day and get your 2 to 3 servings of healthy fats, it's about 7,800 ORAC is the score for antioxidant protection that you would get from that. Now, our regular Soul is almost 9,000. Soul Red is almost 13,000, guys. And 13 from one packet. And we did studies from Brunswick on live tissue, and here's what we found. Okay, it inhibited inflammation by 80% in the cells. It lowered inflammation by 80%. Okay, inflammation is the precursor to just about everything negative. And so whether you feel it or not, we all have inflammation in our bodies. We need to make sure it's low. Okay, and then that's what we found in a study on cells, live cells and tissue. We also found that it extends the life of the average cell by 80%. So cells are living 80% longer with the ingredients that are in Soul Red. 80% longer. So we're slowing down the aging process. So do you know anybody that wants to age slower? Do you know anybody that wants to fight pain and inflammation in their bodies? You know anybody that is looking to boost their immune system, have more energy? Do you know anybody? Because we all know people. In fact, this is a product for the masses. It's a product for everybody. You know anybody that needs essential fatty acids, omegas 3, 6s, and 9s, but not from animal, from seed? We've got it in our products here. And that's what I love about this is it's so complex. It's so simple, but so complex. Our scientific advisory board are made up of people that would normally not deal with a nutraceutical company. They're pharmaceutical people, researchers, PhDs, like Dr. Christina Cook. She's got a nanotechnology or nanobiological PhD, and she teaches at Johns Hopkins. She's done all these different things, and yet she's here. You have Dr. Cather that's done over 120 plus clinical studies on skin. Dr. Diaz, who's a neurosurgeon. Okay, why would these people be associated with us? We got Dr. Ketskage over in Europe who works with Olympic athletes and professionals. Okay, the validation is there. We have over 17 patents on these products. Okay, 17 patents on seed nutrition in general. And that's what I love is we're not just trying to lock this down for our company and our industry, but we're locking this category down for the globe. And whether we're talking about NSF certification, GMP certification, BSCG certification for athletes, as we have all of these certifications because the products are real. They're legitimate. And that's why we're able to attract these type of doctors and researchers and scientists and medical professionals. And we have hundreds, if not thousands of people that are getting on board across the globe because of what we're able to do with seeds. And so we are leading the way when it comes to seed nutrition. I told you we're in over 40 markets. I'm going to put 30 plus here, but we're in over 40 markets around the globe. So what does that mean? What that means is we've already built the infrastructure. So do you know somebody that could benefit in a different country? How about Mexico? Okay, we're set up. Do you know somebody in Malaysia, Taiwan, Hong Kong? Do you know somebody in Botswana, Nigeria, South Africa? Do you know somebody, you name it. Do you know somebody in Germany? Do you know somebody in the Netherlands? How about Norway? Guys, the beautiful thing about our infrastructure is people tap into what we have. We've invested the tens of millions of dollars. You use the platform to change people's lives and to set yourself free. Okay? Use the infrastructure. Use the 17 patents that we have. People didn't have to pay for it. We did. We're just empowering people to help us take it around the globe and bless people's lives. And that's what it's all about, making a real difference in people's lives. And that's what RAIN is when it comes to giving back. When we started, we wanted this to be more than just, making money and more than just changing people's lives with pure nutrition. We wanted to use this as a platform to bless people's lives that didn't even know who we were. And so how we set this up is anytime somebody joins RAIN, we plant a tree every time. Anytime somebody buys product, we either donate money or product every time. So whether it's building ability centers or libraries or workshops for people to empower women to work, or whether it's helping build out orphanages or anything around the globe, we have the resources because we are a business for profit, but we have the heart of a charity. So we've planted over 300,000 trees already. Do you think we're making a difference? And we're just getting started. See, so we're in the business of doing good by doing good. That's in our DNA and it's who we are and it's how we started. So the bigger we get, the more we can do. Because every charity I talk to, here's what they say. Byron, we would do more if we had more, but we don't have it. And so, like I said, we have that platform. We are a business for profit. So the bigger we get, the more money we have to do good. But we have that heart of a charity and we know our purpose and why we're here and what we're trying to accomplish. Now, I talked about making a difference and being able to change the way we do things when it comes to making money and business. Okay, where are people living? Whether we like it or to admit it or not, people are living on these things, right? They're living on phones. And we can connect to the world through them. And so we have a way. Have you ever sent a text before? Have you ever sent a video before? Have you ever sent a link before? Okay, we have an application I'm going to talk about where we teach people just like Facebook, you go on Facebook, I put a post on Facebook. How many people can like that post from around the globe in just a few minutes? Okay. What if business could be done that way? See, that's what we're tapping into. That's what we're able to do. It's not just about who's in your city or who's in your community anymore. Okay. This is a global opportunity that we're talking about. And we've got, using social commerce, a way for people to be able to tap into our lucrative compensation. Okay. I've been a distributor most of my life. I hit the top level in my first networking company when I was 28 years old. I was mentored by multimillionaires. I was in $1 billion company. I was getting paid out of 11 different countries. So I know what it's like to be on the distributor side. We put this together. This is one of the most aggressive compensation plans for people I've ever seen. And I'm just going to go through it real quick and just talk about a couple of these key points. I don't want to go into too much detail, but I just want to show people the money that can be made. Yeah. Do we have millionaires? Yeah, we have millionaires. We have people we paid millions, but it's not just the millionaires. It's the 100-aires. It's the 1,000-aires, because hundreds of dollars a month or a week changes people's lives, right? It's not just the millions. So I wanted something that could bless the masses. So as we look at this, we have a customer program, and this customer program, as you go out there and you get customers, we're going to pay you 40% off the volume of those products. Not the first time, every time. And as you get people who get people who get people who want to make a difference, you can get bonuses off their customers as well. So we've got people that are just making some pretty significant income just off of going out there and sharing it with customers. We also have others that say they want to go out there and really build a team and build a network and dominate. And we have what's called the first order bonus. Now, this first order bonus is just that. The first time somebody purchases something, we're going to pay an additional bonus. So it goes down 7 levels deep. 7 levels deep. So if you get people who get people who get people, you can still get a first time bonus off of people 7 levels deep. Okay, I've heard of maybe 1 or 2 levels, but 7? I mean, it's crazy. So you get 40% off of your personals, 555,222. If you add this up, 61% just from here. So this is another way that we can pay people right out the gate pretty fast. Now, what we want to do is we want to help people with a team approach. And so what we do is we have what's called team commissions. And we're really building 2 teams. We call it your dual team. You have a left team and a right team. And once those 2 people are full, the 3rd or 4th or 5th or 6th person has to go under the people that are already in. So as we go into new markets, where does it go? Down. As you get involved in people and you get your 2, where do the next people go? Down. We have to build down. Now, I can't pay down forever, but here's the beauty of this. We can get paid off of your people and other people's people. That's why it's called a team commission. And we pay off of a cycle. So once you have 300 points on one side and 300 points on the other side, we pay $30. And we pay up to, we pay up to $30,600 a week in this part of the compensation. $30,600 a week. So I can't pay down forever, but that's pretty amazing. We pay every week. We call it Happy Fridays, because we pay every Friday. So if you're looking at this and you're looking at, ways that you can get paid, there's what we have on the back end of the compensation. It's called Generation Match, which you can even make more money. And this is where we go and we pay you off of how well your people do. So if your people get paid in those team commissions, we pay you a percentage of that, not from their check, in addition, for going out there and helping the team. And this can be very significant. So on the front part of the plan, you can make hundreds or thousands of dollars a week. In the middle part of the plan that I just talked about before this, in team commissions, you can make tens of thousands of dollars a week. In the back part of the plan, here you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars a week. It doesn't happen overnight, but it happens as the team grows. And that's the beauty of this plan, is there's something for the part-timer, there's something for the full-timer. For those people that hit higher ranks in our compensation plan, we want to share on the profits. We have an owner's pool where we take 1.5% of global volume and we share it with our top leaders. But not just our top leaders. As people are going through the process, we have what's called rank advancement bonuses. So as your team grows, your volume grows, you get higher ranks. And anytime you hit a rank for the first time, we have a rank advancement bonus. Now, if you just do the math, and you add up all of these rank advancement bonuses together, it's over 375,000 US dollars. 375,000. I mean, if it took a couple of years to do this, is it worth it? Just from this bonus. Now, have we had people hit triple black rain diamond? Yes. So I'm not talking about something that hasn't been done. Okay, this can be done, and we have more and more people rank advancing every week and every month, which is why I love that we're empowering people. But what could a one-time bonus of $100,000 mean to you and your family? What could a one-time bonus of even $10,000 mean for you and your family? Okay, so as your business grows, these are one-time bonuses. But we don't just have one-time bonuses. If you continue to hit that rank after the fact, then what happens is we have what's called a lifestyle bonus. So you get a bonus the first time, and then every time you maintain a rank, there's just additional money to improve your lifestyle on top of everything else that I've already talked about. So if you hit, for example, Diamond Elite, and that's where you're at every week, that's just an extra $400 a week. Okay, so it's not a car bonus, but you could buy a car with it. You could probably get a nicer house with that. You could travel more. We just want to improve your lifestyle. So that's what the lifestyle bonus is all about. All right. Now, I know it can get confusing with everything that we've said, all these different bonuses, all these ways to get paid. So I want to make it really simple. Here's really what I want people to do. When you go out there and get started, if you decide this is something that makes sense, we have a system. You don't need to reinvent it. We can show you exactly to download the app and what you need to do to get started. But the first thing you need to do is get your two, right? We talked about having this dual team. Who are your first two? Now remember, the first two you get, you're doing them the biggest benefit, because after that, where does everybody have to go? It has to go under them. So we want you to go get your first two, and we give you an additional incentive if you do that within 2 weeks. So if you go get your first two within 2 weeks, we don't pay 40% first order bonus. We pay 55, an additional 15% as a launch bonus for getting your business launched. Then we want to help those people go get their two. So it's all about getting the right two. And then two customers. So you get two, you help your two get their two, and we go get two customers. And if you do that, then you become what's called a maker. You can do it in 4 weeks. You don't have to. But think about it. If you went and got yours in 2 weeks, then your two want to get theirs within their 2 weeks, so they get that extra bonus. So you can see how this could happen in 4 weeks. And then what happens now is you're making all your money back, and your product is free. Once you have a maker team, if everybody purchases, your product is free the next month. If they purchase again, it's free the following month. So just a few people and your product is free every month. Okay? Why would somebody stop doing the business or taking the product if it's free? They won't. This is the key. And if you do this and people duplicate the maker system, all those bonuses that I talked about and showed you, will happen. Okay? All those things happen based on this. So I don't want to confuse you with all the different things. Just do this and duplicate this, and you're going to see that all those bonuses come into play. So it really is a powerful, powerful aspect. Now, you might be looking at this and saying, okay, Byron, I am looking for something new. I'm looking for a way to diversify some income, making extra money on the side. But maybe people are saying, well, I'm just interested in the product, and that's fine. What I want everybody to realize, though, is you need to be doing something that's yours. Because technology that we're embracing that's helping us take this to the globe is also changing the workplace that we live in forever. And it's predicted that in the next 2 decades, 40% of the jobs that exist will be gone because of artificial intelligence, because of robots, because of technology. I mean, we're seeing it. How fast has technology moved? So we are going to have something that's ours if we want to ensure that we're always going to be taken care of in the future. Entrepreneurship is going to be a necessity in the future for a lot of people. And that's what we're teaching people to do, is build something that's theirs, participate in this platform that can just change their life, and not only theirs, but others. So we just want to make, like I said, make a difference, give back. And when people look at this, I tell people there's really 2 paths you can go down. You want to become a customer? That's great. We have a 30-day money back guarantee. You try the products, you don't like it, return it. We'll give you your money back. Okay? Or we tell people that if you want to do the business and help use this as a platform as we empower people, as we have this infrastructure in place, at what level do you want to go? I have some people that just want to supplement their income, and that's a lot of people. They have a job, they don't have a lot of extra time, but they would like to make a little extra money. And we can show people how to supplement their income. We have people that say, no, my goal is I want to replace my income so I can do this full time. Okay, we have a pack and a path for that too. Then I have others that say, Byron, I want financial freedom. I don't want to replace my income. I want to double it, triple it, 10 times it. That's my goal. And we have a pack and a path for that as well. So I don't care what somebody does. Your path and your plan and your goal is your goal. My goal isn't your goal. But if you're wanting to just supplement your income, the basic or builder pack's just fine. It's going to give you some products. You have a little bit to sample. If you want to replace your income, you're going to need more product. Okay. And so the pro pack makes the most sense. And then when you come in with this product, you're qualified for 90 days. A lot of plans, you have to buy something every month to stay qualified. Well, you just bought more product. So you don't need to do anything for 90 days. Let's just go make money. And then if you want to if your goal is I want financial freedom, okay, then the elite or the super elite make more sense. You're going to need more product. You're qualified for 6 months. There's additional benefits on what you can get paid right out the gate. So we help you make more money right out the gate. And so once again, it just comes down to you. But as you can see, even the most expensive kit is $2,600. I mean, if you wanted to start a window washing business in a foreign country, you'd spend more than that. But you tie into Rain, team up with us. You have access to over 40 countries, okay, getting paid in your local currency as we expand across the globe. And you're getting product. So the main question is this. We've got the scene, we got the systems, we have the app, we'll teach you how to do it. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Just what do you want to do? You just need to get back with the person that got you on this and let them know what you are. Say, I want to try the product. Okay, you're a customer. Or I'm a 1, 2, or 3. I want to supplement, I want to replace, or I want financial freedom. And then what you need to do is just invite a few people to listen to something like this. Guys, I'm not trying to convince anybody to do this. Okay, if I have to talk somebody into doing this, I have to talk them into doing everything else. I've done business in over 50 countries. I've seen rags to riches stories. I've seen every walk of life succeed if they had the desire and were teachable. That's it. If you have the desire and you're teachable, we can show you what to do. And we can show you how to take a business, not only see the benefits from a tax perspective, but see the benefits as you go out there and get closer and hit your goals. So, I appreciate you tuning in today because it really does show that for things to change, if you want something to be different, you have to do something different. If you want to get better, you have to get better. If you want 2019 to be your best year ever, you got to do something different this year. Okay? We have the products. We have the timing. We have something that nobody has. And we're given that opportunity. We've spent the tens of millions of dollars and we're just empowering people and teaming up with them if they want to go out there and do that. So get back with the person that invited you. Get your questions answered. Do what you got to do, but do it quick because we are moving. Get positioned. And we're going to be doing another one of these probably in an hour and a half. So the best thing you can do is get positioned and get 2 or 3 people on the next presentation that we do in an hour and a half. Because guys, it's one of those things. All you got to do is point. You don't need to explain. You don't need to say everything that I just said. Just point, and we'll give them that information. So anyway, I look forward to hopefully meeting you personally here in the future as we travel around the globe. And as we always say at Rain International, let's go out, everybody, and make it rain. This is Byron Belka wishing you all success. Take care, everyone. We'll see you.